Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to start a new chapter or new functional grammar for ninth and 10th ICSE syllabus. Now today we are going to start, it is quite a new for you all. Now usage of as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when. So this is for ninth ICSE syllabus. Okay, so ninth and 10th ICSE syllabus. I'm so sorry to say that. So it is ninth and 10th ICSE syllabus. So I want you to listen to me very carefully. Now, see, we usually have a major question for board exams, and every often it comes for English language paper 1. Now here is an example on the screen. I hope that everybody can look into it. See, there's a question here. As soon as I got up from bed, I took a bath. So begin no sooner. Now there are two ways of writing an answer. So any two out of these two, you can write only one answer. So, but I'm trying to tell you, there are two ways of answering. Now, answer number one, no sooner had I gotten up from bed than I took a bath. Or, no sooner did I get up from bed than I took a bath. Now, these are the two ways of answering the, the question. But now there are some certain rules for this. So I want you to understand what is the certain rule. I want you to understand what is the certain rule. Now, there is a particular formula for this. Now, no sooner plus had plus subject plus V3 plus action sentence number 1 plus than plus subject plus V2 plus second action sentence. That means if you are writing no sooner had, okay, there should be V3 compulsory. When there is had, there should be V3. And to join the sentence, there should be the word than. The second formula, no sooner plus did plus subject plus V1 plus action sentence number 1 plus than plus subject plus V2 plus second action sentence. See, the formula second, when you're writing no sooner did, okay, the verb will be in V1 form. And to add the sentence, the than is being used. Now, to give you a clear picture, now you can see, now there's a particular question there. As soon as the sun rose, the fog disappeared. Now, you can, taking the help of the formula, I'm telling you, taking the help of the formula, here is the particular thing. Now, no sooner had, okay, plus the subject, the sun, plus the verb, that is verb is which form? V3 form, the risen. See, no sooner had the sun risen. Risen is in V3 form. Than, see, to join the sentence, than the fog disappeared. Okay. The second form of the answer is like this. No sooner did the sun rise. So now it changes into V1. So it changes into V1, and to add the sentence you are using than. The fog disappeared. Now, as soon as no sooner, they're usually called, now no sooner than are usually called as what? A pair clause. Or also it has also been considered as conjunctions also. Let us go to the second example. As soon as he saw the police, he ran away. Now I might ask you, begin no sooner. No sooner did he see the police than he ran away. So when you're using did, make sure the verb should be in V1. When you're using had, make sure the verb is in V3. So no sooner had he seen the police than he ran away. Okay, guys. So this is how you should answer. Now, most of you all should know what is V1, V2, and V3. Most of you all should understand what is it. Now, take an example. I can give you drink is V1, drank is V2, V3 is drunk, eat, ate, eaten, fall, fell, fallen. This is most important thing, guys. So you have to learn this as a compulsory part. I know that you might be learning from a very lower sections onwards, but most of our children do forget. For example, instead of using the word do, they start saying it as did. Instead of using the word does, they start saying it as didn't. So this is what when we are not able to. So this is called irregular verbs and regular verbs. So you have to, what do you say, mug up irregular words and regular verbs. So this is called chart, a V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 chart. So up to I have got only up to V3 chart. So you can do a little more research right now. So here are some exercises that I've given you all about as soon as. Now take an example. Let us go. Let us have a deep little bit study about it. And now one by one, let us go. Now I have given you only one answer because you can choose whichever answer you want to write. If you want to write no sooner had, then you have to remember the formula. If you're writing no sooner did, you also should remember the formula, guys. I'm telling you, you should remember the formula. It's very important. Now here are some of the exercises that with, so you have to join me and let's learn together. Now, number one, as soon as I finished my studies, I got a good job. Now, I'm expecting not both the answers. I'm expecting any one kind of an answer, but remember, you should follow the formula. So the answer is here, no sooner had I finished my studies than I got a good job. Okay, second question. As soon as I put the phone down, it started raining again. Sorry, ringing again. I'm so sorry. Now the answer should be, I expect the answer, no sooner did I put the phone down, then it started ringing again. Okay, let us go to the third question. As soon as they met, they fell in love with each other. No sooner did they meet, okay, they fell, then they fell in love with each other. Okay. Now let us go to this fourth one. As soon as the sun disappeared below the horizon, darkness began to envelop the planet. Okay. Now when I'm asking you to answer it, no sooner had the sun disappeared below the horizon than darkness began to envelop the planet. Okay. Now, fifth one. As soon as he fired the gun, the tiger sprang on him. No sooner did he fire the gun than the tiger sprang on him. Okay, guys. So this is how it is. Now here you can see one particular question here. You can see my cursor on the screen here. Right now you can see the screen right now here. Now, as soon as the teacher enters, she is greeted by her student. Now, this question begin no sooner. This question has been asked last exam, that is 2019 English language paper 1, that is your last exam, that is this previous exam. Okay, so this question was being asked as soon as the teacher enters, she is greeted by her student. Now you see the question here, as soon as the teacher enters. Now it is not in either V1, it is not in either V2, it is not in either V3, it is in V5. Now it is in V5, guys. So it is in V5. So the rule should be no sooner plus does, okay, plus the subject plus the V1 form plus the action sentence plus to join the sentence than is needed plus the subject plus V2 plus second action sentence. So the answer would be like this. No sooner does the teacher enter than she is greeted by her student. See, no sooner does the teacher enter than she is greeted by her student. Don't worry about this comma. Comma is as usual. Comma is usual to put. Okay. So now, no sooner does the teacher enter. See now here, does the teacher enter? So when you're writing does, so it will be in V form. The enter is in which form? In V1 form. Okay, now this is the whole action sentence number one. And to add here, than is needed, and subject is she here, and as it is V1 is V2 is greeted, so the thus and the whole thing becomes action sentence two. So no sooner does the teacher enter than she is greeted by her student. What if the questions? Now usually questions might arise in any or the other. Now, what if the question is being asked? Now, combine the following sentence without using and, but, so. This is a compulsory 4 marks question for your board examination. Now, what if I ask you a question that she was laughing, full stop, he fell on the floor. So you can write two parts of answers, two ways also. Number one, three ways you can write. Number one, as soon as he fell on the floor, she was laughing is one way you can answer you by using as soon as. No sooner did he fall on the floor than she was laughing, or you can use no sooner had he fell or fell on the floor than she was laughing. Okay, so this is how you can follow it up. Next one, combine the following sentence using no sooner than. Now, you have to combine the following sentence by using no sooner than. So there are many things, guys, when you are learning without using and but so. Combine the following sentence without using and but so. Without and but so. Okay. Without these conjunctions, you can use the other conjunctions also. Some we can call it as subordinate conjunctions. There are many subordinate conjunctions. So we will go in detail when we are learning about conjunctions. So we will go. So since we are going through no, as soon as, and no sooner, and hardly and all. So I just wanted to know that these are one of the subordinate conjunctions here. So combine the sentence by using no sooner than. Now, she read the telegram. She fainted at once. Okay. Now I'm asking you to check. You can write any one answer, guys. You can write any one particular answer. Doesn't mean that you have to write both the answers. Any one particular answers that can be suitable for you. No sooner did she read the telegram than she fainted. Okay. Next question. The thieves saw the police. They ran away at once. No sooner did the thieves see the police than they ran away. Now, the third one. The child started crying. His mother lifted him up at once. No sooner did the child start crying than his mother lifted him up. So this is how you have to understand. Next one. So when we are going through about what do you say about hardly, I want you all to understand. So hardly, as it has got its formula, but slight changes. It is as usual as no sooner than, but yeah, slight changes are there. So let us see what it is. So hardly plus had. So when you're using had plus the subject plus the V3 here plus the action sentence plus, to join the sentence you're using when, okay, plus the subject and the action sentence. Okay, remember that. So when is nothing but here. See, when had is there, it is the had, hardly, had, V3 plus when. Okay, remember this. Remember the hardly plus had plus V3 plus when. Okay, so when you're learning another formula, hardly plus did plus subject plus V1 here plus action sentence number one plus than here. Okay, remember here. So when you're writing did here, hardly plus did plus V1 plus than here. So when you're putting did here, so when you're writing did plus V1, compulsory there should be than. That is the traditional rule. Are you understanding? So for example, here is a particular example here. Okay. Now, as soon as the game was over, the chess pieces were put in the box. Begin hardly. Hardly had the game got over when the chess pieces were put into the box. Okay. The second form. Hardly did the game get over than the chess pieces were put into the box. So now I hope that you understand. So when the had is there, had plus the V3 form plus when should be there. And when it is did there, it should be in V1 form and plus than there. This is compulsory, children. I'm telling you, students, please do understand it's a compulsory. Okay. Please remember this formula. Let's come back to other example also. There is another example here also. As soon as John kicked the ball, Kevin rushed in to tackle him. Start with hardly. That means begin with hardly. Hardly had John kicked the ball when Kevin rushed in to tackle him. Okay. Had. Okay. Hardly had plus V3 plus when. Now, hardly did John kick the ball, then Kevin rushed in to tackle him. So, hardly plus did plus kick, that is V1 plus than over here. So, please do remember this. Students, please do remember. Now, what if I ask you, combine into a single sentence without using and, so, or but? Now, here is a particular question. The blade just grazed Jason's hand, blood gushed out. Now the answer could be, means you have to add the sentence. Okay, that means you have to join the sentence without using and but. So you can take the help of even hardly also and even barely also. Now hardly did the blade gaze Jason's hand, then blood gushed out. Then blood gushed out. Okay, or you can write barely did the blade gaze Jason's hand. Okay, gaze. Now I'm not using gazed. Okay, Jason's hand, then blood gushed out. Or did I might have used in hardly did the blade gazed, I might have said. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hardly did the blade gaze Jason's hand, then blood gushed out. So these are the two answers that you can write, guys. So this is about as soon as. Okay, and hardly, then, hardly when, no sooner than. So this is about a functional grammar. So compulsory you will have these questions in your exams. So I hope that you understood this functional grammar for today. I hope that you all understand. Hope you all are fine, doing well. Hope take care and have a good time. Thank you so much.